hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. Episode 2, and of course the autosave is going to interrupt me. Episode 2 of some Factorio with Dan and Taj here. How you doing,
Yeah,
Dan and Taj?
I'm super pumped to continue this because yo, we just started. Yo, it's awesome. Yo, I'm ready to go. Yo.
Exactly. This game, man, it's got a way of just hooking you immediately, like getting you.
Well, the first time I ever played
man.
it, I think I played it for like 12 and a half hours or something.
You had been, I remember, because you were streaming something else for like 5 or 6 hours, and then you put
it's
an
like a
additional
16-hour stream,
like 9 or 10 hours into
Crazy.
exactly.
Yeah, dude, because it's so easy. Because it's so easy to get lost in it. Because you're learning. How many games do you have to spend, the entire game learning new things? Like most of the time you learn the mechanics, takes you the first hour or two, and then you get better and better at it. But this is like, no, you're spending the entire research tree learning things.
Yeah, you never really stop with this game until you're done.
So now that we have logistics done, that unlocks splitters, right? Yeah.
So I think what I want to do is actually push ore down, right, and then back up. Otherwise, we're going to end up going down with it anyway, which I guess doesn't make a huge difference.
What do you mean? Like you wanna bring the this iron down?
Yeah, well, I guess it depends on where we want to start with furnaces.
You don't want to go horizontal with it?
We could bring the furnaces up, but no, I don't think that's a good idea. Well,
we want to keep it so it's easy to see,
and
that way we can visualize it.
Yeah, I like this just because it can bust directly north, and we can kind of build in this upper left area above the stone.
I can come.
And then we've got room to expand to the east.
You said down and right?
This is fine. This is honestly fine, because if we go down and right, we're going to cut through the copper anyway, and it's just going to be a whole mess. So we can just take this and go.
Okay.
Whoops. I do a lot of this, just kind of the internal debate with myself.
We're good. What do you do to ghost it?
Hold shift when you're laying it.
Okay. And then we got to bust this copper. All right. This coal here.
Yeah, and really all we need to do with the coal is just, we can steal it right off this line and pipe it straight north wherever we're going. That's not hard. But yeah, we're in good shape. For maybe 30 minutes in, we're rocking it, dude. To have this kind of foundation set up already, I'm super stoked. And yeah, like I said, like once we get a little bit of literacy going, it's surprising how fast you can start making your way through this game whenever you can see the big picture steps that you're taking. But yeah, I'd love to get like a small group together. I don't know how feasible it would be with just 2 people. You can do it alone theoretically, but the 8-hour challenge, trying to beat the game in 8 hours.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how many people you have on, right, to get the achievement.
Correct. Yeah, you can technically get the achievement with like 300 people in a server.
Yeah.
You kind of run into a too many cooks situation there. That's not necessarily a good thing. But...
Too many cooks.
Oh God. I don't think I've ever actually watched that 100% of the way through.
Okay, so we've got this ore coming this way.
You're a fake meme.
We got to split this somehow, don't we? Too many cooks.
You'll figure it out.
Too many cooks. Break me off a piece of that. Too many cooks.
I'm just the furnace.
Just the furnace dude.
Building furnaces and arms. See, we're in the opposite situation. This was your job last time.
I understand. I want to go that way. Then I want to do. Get rid of those. Get rid of that. Oh, wait a second. Yeah. No. I'm confused. Hell, I confused myself.
Don't overthink it. Keep it simple.
I want to be able to... Oh, I got to go underneath, don't I? Do we...
Also, there is a change with underground belts that I'm ignorant of, frankly.
What do you mean?
They've done something, and somehow underground belts can stretch further, I think.
Oh, they stretch
saw
pretty
a build
far.
on
I
Reddit
mean, I
that
don't
did
know
a
about
thing that
further because I
originally
don't
they
know.
stretched
I'm
like
just saying I don't know about it because I don't remember. I don't know how long they were before.
you could maybe get
Yeah, they're
five
like
spaces out of them. No, it was 4 spaces because I remember it was
right, 'cause they're
just as
like
long as
8
a
now,
wide
right?
bus.
It's quite a bit. I know they're
I don't
long.
know. It didn't feel like I would have definitely noticed whenever we were doing stuff on our game on stream, and it didn't feel like they were longer. But I did see a build on Reddit that would be impossible if they weren't longer. So maybe there's research in the future. I don't know.
Did you
Because
build
he was
this too
also using
close?
blue belts. Nope.
Too many cooks. Too many cooks.
They are.
Do I just have to move
Perfectly
this way?
spaced. Yeah, you got to
Oh, I
route.
do this, right?
Yeah,
Oops.
exactly. You want to route that under and then swoop it. Yeah, you know what's going on. You see it. You gazed into the iris.
With you.
So yeah, people tend to call me a troll when I tell them that I think Witcher 3 is a indie game.
I mean, I don't call you a troll.
And to be
I just
fair,
think you're
there's
wrong.
a little bit of liberty being taken. It's a little bit of facetiousness going on, but strictly by the industry definition, which is vague enough as it is, they kind of are
what's
an
your
independent
definition
developer.
on that then?
They're their own developer. They're their own publisher,
Yeah,
from
but
what I understand. Correct?
Wouldn't that make Ubisoft a indie company?
That's a fair point, does it?
No.
I mean, the answer is clearly no,
how I
but
understood it is it puts you in you're base it's like tax tiers. Puts you in an amount of money you spend on your game is what takes you in and out of that realm. Also, I'm out of belts. That's just how I understand it, though. Like you spend
That's
this
fair.
amount of money on the economy of how I understand certain things is like a AAA title will spend countless of millions of dollars. That I mean, I don't know exactly what that number is because I never really got that far into that into that conversation with an actual video game economist. But the part he was trying to explain to me was, well, a AAA title is going or AAA company is going to spend, let's say they spend $3 million on a game. 2 million of that is actually going to marketing, and only 1 million is going to development. That's what makes them a AAA title. Whereas an indie game is usually going to spend, let's say you spend 300,000 because, well, I mean, whatever their budget is, they're going to be spending 2,500,000 or 250,000 of that on the game itself, and then like $5,000 on or $50,000 on the see, I can do math. I'm a professional.
So are you saying it's like a ratio between marketing and development that
I think it's both.
draws that line,
it's how much money you spend plus the ratio, and then let's say you spend the same amount on, like if you spend the same amount on the game and or the whole thing in general, but yet your split is different. Like most of your money is on the game, and then like a very little amount is on the marketing. That makes you like a single A or a double A or some whatever you want to call it. But that's me in guessing based on what I've been told already.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Let's get in the real question though. How much would you have to be paid for somebody to let a fire ant bite you in the dick?
Oh, a fire ant? Oh, you'd have to pay. I don't know.
Fire ant, spicy boys.
That.
Oh,
what I do?
You fucked up.
I did. That's my bad. Oh, I know it. I know why.
You
Hold
turned
on.
it on.
I know why.
You turned the pipe. You turned the check valve on before you were done laying the pipe.
I figured it out.
It's okay.
Take this off. I forgot that it does that. Am I not making one? I thought I was making one. Oh, I need copper, don't I? Whoopsies.
I don't know why I build this, by the way. Like, there are better ways to do this. It just looks really cool. I like the whole splitter.
Yeah, I like it. I think it
rig.
looks fine. And that's the way I've seen it, like when I've Googled and stuff like that. That's the way I've seen it.
How dare you Google
It was
anything
because
about
I was
this
trying to figure out how we did it last time. And I couldn't figure it out, so I Googled it. That's the only reason. But yeah, and I mean it would be an obscene amount of money to be bit in the dick. Just I mean, because one, I don't really care too much about money. As long as I can have enough to feed my cat and my dog, I'm good. But yeah, that's straight up. That's prime real estate right there. We're talking about. It's prime real estate. You can't be damaging that. Right there.
Yeah, but I mean,
one time, like it'd have to
how
be
bad
like
could it be?
You know, close to $1 million. Come on, that's in the biting the dick with a fire ant, dude.
Dude, maybe I'm selling myself short, but
I mean, you know, what do they say? What do they say? If you're good at something, don't do it for free. You know, I mean, I'm like making that exponential.
If you're good at getting bit,
if I'm gonna make that shit entertaining, though, at least I'm gonna try to.
You're gonna be the Steve-O of Speaking of what Steve-O's been doing, you don't really follow the YouTube stuff, H3 and all those folks, do you?
I feel like I should, but
I'm real mad. My things are gonna look a bit ugly. Like I have a choice. I can either make the belt look ugly, or I can make the power line look ugly.
Power line
was right in the
less
way.
visible.
Yeah, I don't like the belts doing all sorts of weird shit. Not early, anyway. Oh no, I don't want to run iron.
Oh, you're right.
I mean, we will eventually, but
eventually,
yeah, I want to run copper to it. And let me actually turn this whole system on here real quick.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, cool. I'm gonna get rid of these burners.
Oh,
yeah, cool.
We live.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna go ahead and make enough drills real quick for pretty much this whole copper what do you call it, deposit here to be saturated. Because there's really no point in not doing that. And also, if you want to work on a couple drills, we will need some more for coal. I can tell that it's hurting.
Yeah, let me get more iron.
Let's get maybe 6 drills going for coal, and I think we'll be good.
Copper going? Oh.
You know, maybe it's not necessary. It looks like once it all saturates, it should be fine.
Yeah, I'll build a couple.
I don't want the whole base to turn off.
Shoot. Should I go down with this? Probably.
Because you know how they get you with the whole base turning off.
Did I do this wrong?
But yeah, Steve-O of Jackass fame is making his way into.
I thought he was already doing that, but then again,
he is. But like, it's unfortunate because with a lot of celebrities, they don't realize it's a different game. Like you can't get on there and just do the same shit and expect the same result, which is weird because YouTube is kind of trying to model itself after modern media. But I mean, YouTube have talked constantly about how they want to be basically, I mean, you look at YouTube Red, they're trying to make themselves into a just standard media company. And what they don't realize is they've got something that transcends that. It's frustrating sometimes. Yeah. They've got something so much better.
They want to be TV.
To
because I mean, you gotta think about it. Like, think about who's in charge. It's probably somebody from TV in charge. Why? I mean, know. It's Google, so they probably are like, well, let's get some Hollywood. I mean, this is probably public information. We could totally look it up, but I'm we're not going to do that, obviously.
It is Susan.
Oh, did
I
you?
literally just did. I can't pronounce her last name, and I might find myself saying cock
You just
trying to
said
do
it,
it. So I'm
so.
just going to say cock ahead of time. Exactly. So it's Susan
Washikiki?
Washikiki. W-O-G. I'm sorry, W-O-J-C-I-C-K-I.
Okay.
I'm trying to find like her
I'm sorry, you
history
called me
of.
what?
She
I want to come this way with it? Probably.
worked in marketing at Intel, and then came up, basically cut her teeth on the advertising stuff like AdSense, AdWords, Google Analytics, all that stuff with Google, and then came into YouTube. I don't know. That doesn't sound like the kind of person.
Right. That should I mean, but that's not head of like what would be programming or something like that.
That's true. That's true. And that's
Yeah,
just like the
business
CEO.
sense
It's
at that
just
point.
like I understand that the CEO isn't necessarily, yeah. They're not the ones driving the ship, so to say.
Right.
Not all the time. With a lot of companies that can be, but we're
We rolling? We rolling.
do a little bit of that. Yeah, we're rolling down the street and we're rolling to the
down the
beat,
street
but
in my
also
6-4.
we got to start
Jocking
we got to start
the
automating
bitches,
some stuff, man.
rocking the row.
So I don't think we go
Yeah.
crazy with the belt right now.
Should we
I
go
don't
straight
think
in
we need to do
automation?
anything stupid. Yeah, I think we need to just like run this immediately, get ourselves some green cards on both
We
sides.
got that green
of,
card with
the
this
wall
Kush right here.
and then be good to go. Hell yeah. Yeah, let's build the green cards in the Kush.
Do we have assembly machines yet? No.
I'm gonna beef up some things down here. Just add a little bit more beef. That way we've just got the material to run with it.
Give me beef, baby.
Because this iron's gonna be hurting. Like all of this is gonna be hurting.
Yeah.
But that's fine. That's fine. We can make adjustments as needed there once we've got these cards going. But I just want to get belts automated really quickly. In fact, I can do that more or less immediately. I want to get blue assembly machines up because I like those.
In
fact, let's just go ahead and do those next. I want to get a little bit of red science getting kicked, and I want to get green cards. Green cards are the fucking lifeblood of this entire establishment, though. This world runs on green cards.
As if we were Trump himself. I got tons of coal. Why do I have coal on me? Oh, because I picked it up. Whoops. Okay. So green cards right off it. So we're gonna have to. Should we combine these together, or not combine it, but like put them together? Oh.
I'm gonna commit a cardinal sin
before we
here
even
real
get to a main bus, though. Oh snap! We're going for
buddy.
gears and stuff.
Yeah, I want my. Oh, this isn't even gonna work that well. I just want a little bit of these dudes right here. No bus, no break.
Come at me, dope.
Come at me.
Look at me now.
All right, there we go. That's at least some sort of belt automation running. That way I don't go too insane.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. Okay. So we need that. We're gonna need. Do we want inserters yet?
I don't think so. I think we can just get away with hand cranking some.
Okay, so
inserters,
then green cards, so copper wire. Then we can go straight into it. Copper wire. Then do we want to build that 3 copper wire to 2 green inserters or green cards for the whole machine?
Oh yeah, yeah. That's a beautiful setup there.
I'm making paper. Let's say we put it right.
I want to get
here.
Here, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna build 2 lines. And we're gonna work on a couple different things. I'm gonna work on Do you know? Do you understand the
No.
weaving technology?
I don't get that yet.
Excuse me, in the green cards. Would you rather automate
do that.
red science real quick? Because we're gonna need that too. If you want to automate red science just above this little stone pit here,
Okay.
I'll make you some splitters to work off,
I'm making paper.
and I'll work on the
Okay.
green.
Do you care which side I split it off of?
Nah.
I'm just gonna do this then.
Although for the sake of making it look pretty, we should do this.
Yeah, that's why I was asking. Yeah.
There you go. Then you can split it off the rest.
Okay. Okay.
That way the quote unquote bus can just continue running up that main line.
How many red signs?
Pop some coal into this dude real quick. We can probably get away with about
and then
8.
So do you localize gears to each one?
If you want to be tier 5
what,
brain,
2 gear
no.
inserters or 2 gear predictions?
Yeah, you can just have like one assembly machine making gears and putting them on a belt, and then running copper and gears on one belt, and then run that whole thing down your line and just cook off that. Because all you need is the gears. You don't need the plates for anything with red science. So like what I would do is put I gotta make an assembly machine, but I'd put an assembly machine like right here. Like I'd do away with this whole setup there. I just have this grab iron right off that line, and then deposit belt or gears onto that upper line.
Bring the copper over.
Yeah, then you can just roll your copper right in on that gear line, however you want to do it. And then boom, you got yourself. Because one assembly machine can pump out more than enough gears to power. I mean, technically you can run, if I do the math on it real quick, you can run 10 science assembly machines. That sounds right. Yeah, 0.5 to 5 seconds. So yeah, and it only uses 1 gear. So you can run 10 red science off of 1 gear maker. You often find that you can do that with gears and wire. Like you could technically belt gears. It's just a matter of whether or not you need iron further down the line that decides whether or not you localize, at least in my experience.
The thing is, you have this going on. Yeah, you can still do this real quick. But
here, I'm gonna adjust. Go ahead. Keep doing what you're.
Things are in a crisscross here.
That's okay. It's gonna be a little like this is a bootstrap base. There's no expectation of pure deliciousness yet.
Fair.
At least as far as I'm concerned.
Well, what about the internet, man?
They'll find a way to live with themselves.
Gotta think about the internet, man. The man is gonna come down on me.
I don't know about you, but for the StarCraft videos I've done, I just take the most hateful, toxic comments I can find and just give them a little love and give them a pin. Like put them right on top.
Okay.
Like yeah, bring it on.
Come at me, bro.
Exactly. It's a little like again, it's something I mentioned in the first episode. It's you're not gonna say anything to me that I haven't already said to myself. Believe me, I'm not a high self-esteem person.
8, right?
Yeah, 8's fine.
I'm making paper. Let's see.
Look at this big brain motherfucker. Wait, does this stretch? Yeah, it does. Look at you putting the gaps in things. You know what's up. Leaving yourself room for the power.
Only thing is, I'm gonna do this. I learned from my mistakes, that's for sure.
That's what this game's all about, dude. I'm just sitting here waiting for assembly machines to craft.
Inserters coming. I'm also gonna need power, which is here. Yeah, I'll do this.
So I made a bunch of adult
Oh, did you?
homeowner
Do you
purchases.
feel older?
Yeah. A little bit, yeah. Like I told you the story about the printer ink, how I was all excited because I saw on my phone that an Amazon package arrived. I'm like, oh hell yeah. And I'm like, oh, it's
Yeah.
the printer ink, god damn it.
What else are you getting?
I got myself power washer.
Yeah, you
for
gotta
my
get
patio,
you gotta get
my
make it
front
look
porch.
clean, man.
I got a weed whipper that runs off a
Okay.
lithium ion battery, so it's cordless.
At least you're being nerdy
and
with it.
not
That's fine.
gasoline. So that's nice. Yeah, hell yeah. I want one of those little fucking lawnmower Roombas that go around, but my lawn's so big that it's like
Lawnmower
way
Roomba?
impractical.
What?
Have you-
No.
Yeah, have you seen those? So basically, you lay out like a wire guide around the outside of your lawn, and then this little lawnmower machine follows that and makes like a map of your lawn, and then goes around and mows and mows and mows, goes back to its station, recharge, goes back out, mows until it's all good to go.
That's
It's
crazy.
a Roomba for
That's
your
insane.
yard, dude.
Because like I don't know. That it feels like it's gonna be iRobot soon.
That's some Jetson shit.
I'm
I'm ready. Fucking embrace me. Sign me up. I keep telling people, I'm like, I don't have to live forever. I just got to live long enough for him to upload my brain into the cloud, dude. I don't know how much Black Mirror you've seen. All right. That's fine.
Yeah, I know.
All I know
I've
is you need to
been
watch
looking
Black
at it.
Mirror.
It keeps showing up on my Netflix queue, and I keep looking at it. I'm like, I'm not ready for this. My brain is just, it's not ready to process anything that's about to happen in this show. So I'm gonna do that later.
I talk about that with, that's my coworker's biggest point is he's like, man, the season came out and I like couldn't watch it all because like your brain just needs time to recover.
Well, yeah, it's like I mean, be honest with me. How many episodes can you watch like in a sitting?
I mean, I can just like turn it off and watch however many, but then it's like eating fucking 5 cakes at once. Like you don't want to eat 5 cakes.
But like, you know, I used to watch like Sons of Anarchy or like
I don't care how
Breaking
much
Bad.
you like cake.
And Sons of Anarchy used to mess me up a little bit. Breaking Bad a little bit too. But I mean, I'd still binge it. I mean, I feel like I'd be okay with it.
You're the type of person that could just pound back like an entire season of Breaking Bad in a day.
Well, I mean, I used to. Now it's just like I don't have the time for that anymore. But I used to be able to do that. Yeah, pretty easily.
Man, I always feel like I get this guilt around it almost. Like I'm not enjoying it as much as I could if I just like gave myself a little bit of time to process it and just a little bit of extra time to I will do it on occasion. But especially with really good shows like Breaking Bad, I found myself kind of holding off on. Game of Thrones, I found myself holding off on when I was watching that. Just like trying not to just slam it.
I know myself well enough to know my memory is just shit. So if I'm going back to back, my memory is at its highest. So I remembered what happened in the last episode, which means I know all the references that are happening in the show, that referencing stuff from before, and they don't have to like hold my hand throughout the whole thing. So I mean, in a way that's kind of why I do it. So I remember exactly what happened and what the story is unfolding next. And I mean, that's how I read comics too. I hardly especially these days, I don't read comics in single issues. I wait till the trade comes out and I read the whole thing. Just because I know my memory is just bad. Because I don't know. My memory is just bad in general, no matter what. It just is.
I think everyone's is, and people hold themselves more accountable than they should.
More accountable, like how?
Like they feel like they should be perfect at remembering everything at all times.
Yeah,
I don't think that's realistic.
Yeah, I can see that making sense. So for labs, because I'm gonna go straight into labs. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12.
Oh hell yeah!
Should be good.
You got it.
All right,
get it on.
I need these buttons.
Oh wow! I can. Whoops! I just deleted one of your ghosts. I didn't realize I could do it from across the map. good.
I'm gonna take these. I'm making paper. Oops. That's okay. That's wrong. That's fine.
I'm feeling like
Hold on.
this just feels wrong somehow.
What does?
This circuit setup I've got, but it looks right. It just feels wrong.
What are you building? Oh,
Green cards.
it's yeah, 3 to 2. Oh, wait, isn't it? Hold on. Yeah, it's 3 copper to 2
Do I have it
green
backwards?
cards. Right?
Okay,
Yeah.
that's.
Wait, no, it isn't. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. You have it right. You have it right because copper comes out super
Hold
fast.
on, I'm gonna do some googling. Well, cards come out super fast too. They're 0.5 as well. Every layout I see is 3 copper to 2 green
No.
cards. Is that what I have?
You currently have 2 copper.
Oops. Oh, that's why it looks wrong.
Mhm.
That's okay. Easy fix. Happy
Makes
little
mistakes.
accident.
It's a mistake. Happy little accident.
Dude, I've been watching so
Really?
much Bob
Yeah,
Ross.
my girlfriend's watching it a lot.
Makes me happier than when they're running a hell yeah. When they're running a big old Bob Ross marathon on Twitch. Like,
Well,
I'm
now
happy
it seems
for
like they're doing it on the regular again. Yeah.
I'm glad. I might
Yeah.
actually sub to Bob Ross. It it feels like a waste, but
Well,
at the
thing
same
is,
time,
they got rid of like lifetime subs. Like
I
they
don't
used
know.
to do like stuff like that all the time, but they do like a lifetime sub, and you know you do it once and you're subbed. Where it's like, because like I was gonna do that with the whole Cosmos stuff because I thought those like having planets as emotes throughout the whole thing was like freaking awesome, but you gotta pay $5 a month for that, even when the marathon's over. And I'm like, oh no thanks. Nah.
I guess that would be what it's for, isn't it? Is the emotes, not necessarily the
Nah, not the support. If you want to support Twitch, you can sub to anybody on Twitch.
yeah. Or if you want to like support the Bob Ross, I don't know really how it works.
Well,
Anymore,
there's a
'cause, like,
there's a
obviously he's
Bob
not
Ross
getting anything for it.
Foundation, which his family runs, and then they've got a bunch of people that help run it too. Bob Ross Foundation sends like somebody who is what's up?
Are they scumbags? Are they
they
scumbags?
what?
Bob Ross Foundation
Oh no, I think they're okay.
scumbags.
No, because what they do is they
Okay.
they get Bob Ross, what do you want to call it? Like approved or licensed or whatever you want to call it. They're approved teachers of the Bob Ross method, and they send them out to like schools and communities and places to like teach, to basically do a Bob Ross show by someone who is Bob Ross like affiliated and approved. Yeah.
Approved.
Yeah.
That's actually really cool. I like that.
I mean, his son was basically him in a different version. So yeah. You like it?
I like watching this.
Yeah, he's a cool kid. Well, he's not a kid anymore, obviously.
A lot of people are like, it's not the same. I'm like, come on. Cut him some slack.
Right,
Like,
no,
who's
exactly.
ever gonna be the same?
Although my girlfriend's like, every time he's like, oh, it's not a Bob episode. I can't watch this. I'm like, why? He's like, oh, I mean, I like the guy, but not Bob. I was like, so? Yeah.
I get it, I guess.
Not even cut him some slack. Give him some credit. He's still super good as an artist, man.
Yeah, exactly. See, that's the thing is what's really like, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to slam Bob Ross at all, but it's not difficult stuff what he's doing. It's just good
he's the
techniques
first one to
applied
do
really
it,
well.
So it's like you're seeing the pioneer at doing his.
Exactly.
You're seeing the pioneering essentially. I think that's the allure of it. It's a bit ugly.
So
yeah,
ugly.
I agree. I mean the copper.
Oh, not your end, but my life goes on. Oh, like Hopper's smart. I like the way you did this little kick so that because you knew your gears were going to come out the top, so you kicked it.
Yeah, because yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I mean,
Life
we're
goes
just gonna
on.
bridge it
Again.
under. It'll be fine. So, whatever.
Buggos are going to come in here.
Yeah,
fucking
exactly.
destroy
This is all
everything we worked
futile.
for anyway.
Steel processing. Oh baby.
Hell yeah! I need me a steel axe.
All right, so I'm gonna cut this. All right. I'm gonna do this right here. Oops.
Yeah, one thing that's definitely
Oops.
it's important to remember early on. Doesn't really matter what you're
Right.
researching as long as you're just researching. There's not a ton of parts of the game where it's, unless you're speedrunning, where
Makes sense.
there's a huge priority towards something.
I don't like
Your
it.
voice keeps cracking. I don't like it.
What?
Oh no.
What happened?
I
That's kinda like
fudged up, but it's okay.
That's. Oh.
Oh no, there's no
Did you, think
buggos.
there, did you think there was?
We're fine. Buggos can't swim.
Oh no, I
I
just
think
didn't
that you thought
know
there
what
was.
happening. So should
Nah,
we
spooked
just
myself
should we
for a
start
second
pretty
there.
soon on like trying to manufacture ammo and stuff?
I
Okay.
got time. Because another thing that contributes, it's a bit of a catch-22, because on one hand,
Yeah.
time contributes to the evolution, but killing buggos and killing
does it?
hives
Oh,
also
I guess that makes
contributes to
sense, yeah.
evolution.
No matter what, we're screwed.
That's like yeah. But one way or another, green cards
Yeah,
are
research gonna be
pretty
kicking
much
pretty
kicking.
soon.
And then I can run a iron and green card line, and we can build
Everything
like
ever.
everything ever off of that.
Yeah, buddy. I like it.
That's more or less how it works.
I like it. So as soon as I can, I should probably run some green science then.
Yeah.
Let's see. So green science can be inserters and transport belts. I'm just not gonna touch your transport belts down here. I'm just gonna make a new one.
Yeah, it's probably fair. And then
I
we
mean,
can
we
just
can just
cannibalize that
basically
one
use it
whenever
as our
we're
transport belt
done.
creator, and then we just don't worry about that one making green science, I guess.
I think we're doing good here though. We got about an hour going in.
We've
We
got
got ourselves some green
science
cards
fully
going.
automated.
Oh yeah, I didn't even get to take a full look at this whole thing over here. I like it.
Does it look good?
How come these aren't cooking?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
because
we
we're
just finished.
not researching. Let's get some fluid handling is red
'Cause you
only
need super
now.
fast, I
Interesting.
guess.
That is interesting. I wonder if that is for people who want to build more complicated Steam setups to do so. I have to imagine that's what it's for.
Yeah,
We're just getting
for sure.
research pounded out so fast now. It's just never going to stop.
Yup.
Alrighty. I'm going to go ahead and cut it here.
Bye bye.
See you folks next time.